Were I to recite Harav Amital's virtues or catalog the reasons for our collective indebtedness to him, the litany would leave no time for his address. Consequently, I shall leave much to your memory, your conscience, and your imagination. I shall content myself with focusing, however briefly, upon three salient points. First, I stand on this podium, and you, ladies and gentlemen, are seated on the floor below. Yet, in a critically meaningful sense, I sit, be it virtually, with you. But this evening, I speak of Harav Amital not just in my official capacity as Rosh Yeshiva, an esteemed colleague. I speak first and foremost, together with many of you, as a parent. We have, Chasdei Hashem, 4 sons, 2 daughters. 3 of the sons learned at the yeshiva. Both sons-in-law learned at the yeshiva. The daughters themselves are not students at the yeshiva in any direct sense, have been profoundly influenced by the yeshiva as such, by Harav Amital personally. When our older daughter got married, one thing she knew how to be part of the chasana, she's here tonight, and that was she must have Harav Amital sing B'tahir Libeinu. And he obliged. He sang well. As a parent then, I'm like many of you, deeply grateful to Harav Amital for the yeshiva he has established, the yeshiva he has nurtured, the yeshiva he has guided. And we're profoundly indebted to him for the educational impact of his warm personality. Personality which has strength, together with charm, alternately engaging and reproachful, but always spiritual, always vibrant, a vibrant fusion of the visionary and the pragmatist, and from the bottom of an appreciative parental heart, I say to him, Moreinu v'Rabbeinu, Yasher kochacha, b'toda rabba. Second, I want to speak of Harav Amital in relation to a favorite theme and a favorite text of his, one of which over the course of twice Chai, Chagei Shavuot, we spent together at the yeshiva, he has expressed and expounded several times. Based on Pashiot and Torah regarding Mamad Har Sinai, the Maharal observes that while we denominate in Tefillah and Kiddush the 50th day counting from Yetziat Mitzrayim as Chag HaShavuot, actually, as Matan Torateinu, actually, historically speaking, the Torah was given to Klal Yisrael not on the 50th day, but on the 51st. Why then, as Knesset Yisrael, and why did Chazal persist in identifying the Yom HaChamishim as Chag HaShavuot? The Maharal in his classic work, Tiferet Yisrael, answers that the dates of the 50th and the 51st day relate respectively to 2 distinct, albeit interrelated aspects of Matan Torah. From the Rebbeinu Shlom's perspective, Torah ought, for various semi-mystical reasons, to have descended to Klal Yisrael on the 50th day. However, if Kaviyachol, the Rebbeinu Shlom, was ready, and Torah awaited in the wings, Knesset Yisrael was not. Any gift, explains the Maharal, entails the conjunction of donor and recipient. And if that is true of any ordinary gift, as regards the supreme gift of Torah, Alachas Kama B'Chama, a for sure. Both must be ready, both will be poised for the transfer. That, of course, requires the fruition of mindset, the gestation and maturity of spirit, the molding of the capacity to aspire and receive, which on the 50th day from Yetzias Mitzrayim, Knesset Yisrael had not attained and not met the requisite standard. Hence, while Torah was given on the 51st, it was in a certain sense primed to be given on the 50th. Harav Aharon personally is endowed with a singular dual capacity. He's generous in giving of his time and effort, of his knowledge and sensitivity, of himself. But he also knows with depth and sensitivity how to receive. With a generosity of interactive openness, with empathetic engagement, with a wonderful personality which often does not only reach out, but which even beckons. That has served him well in building and molding his staff, in developing the yeshiva, and may I even suggest, in limiting a hashkafa, a worldview. Finally, if I may adapt another remark, much cherished Harav Aharon, albeit in a somewhat different connection. He's very fond of noting a remark a person once made, I forget just of whom, about Rabbi Zalman Meltzer Zichrono Livracha, one of the Gedolei Hador of the previous generation, and the grandfather of Rabbi Harav Amital. This person had said of Rabbi Zalman, who was one of the Gedolei Hador, wenn Rabbi Zalman wird nicht gekannt lernen, aber gar nicht gekannt lernen, aber gar nicht gekannt lernen, hat als gewähnt der schönste Ried in Jerusalem. To wit, if Rabbi Zalman didn't know how to learn, but didn't know how to learn at all, but knew nothing whatsoever of learning, he would still be the finest Jew in Jerusalem. Since I started teaching freshman English half a century ago, one of the things I've tried to inculcate in my students has been the care that needs to be taken to habituate themselves to avoid sweeping superlatives. Hizaru b'divrechim in that sense as well. And so I say, by way of adaptation, in a more modest vein, Harav Aharon does not need my approbation to establish his credentials as a Talmid Chacham Zedom Gadol. His impressive ability to fuse at a high level the disciplines and the talents often viewed as being diametrically opposed of a Meir HaRoeh in both senses of the term, as a Pesach in one vein and a Rashiv in another, has more than served the purpose of establishing his credentials. So I won't relate to that. But from my vantage point, however, I want to add, in conclusion, if Harav Amital didn't know how to learn, didn't know how to learn at all, was totally ignorant, he would still be a very, very remarkable person. So, ladies and gentlemen, Mirav Rabbi Say, I present to you Mori Aluf Midoi, the spiritual architect of Yeshivat Etzion, its founder and subsequent magisterial leader, Morai v'Rabotai, Harav Yehuda Amital.